So I will say right now, I do not want to make this video. Like, I've been putting this thing off. I've been talking about it for like months. I've been kind of periodically telling people that I have this little idea to somewhat hold myself accountable. But right now it's like an overdrive needed. So that's why even right now, me sitting right here physically was not going to happen for like, I don't know, some more days into this week. Today is Sunday, May 3rd. It's funny because I'm so much more productive when I'm out of my comfort zone and pressured to do things that I don't want to do. And I really think a lot of the really, preferred INFP comfort zone, straight up preferred INFP stereotype stuff. If you let yourself sink into that like mode, it's lazy. Like, it's super lazy. And that's what I've done. Like, it's funny because it's like, I'm like, man, you're a driven motivation. You're always running crazy, getting so much stuff done, blah, blah. But when you're left on your own for like a month or two, and all my job life, I've never been unemployed, things like that. So I've always had a job. So I really haven't known any different for 20 years. I'm just going by the seat of my pants, going crazy. Like, I'm getting jiggly. Like, let me just jiggle everything. Like, everything is... It's like I'm obviously not a huge guy on thing. The camera adds 20, but like there's like the double chin thing going on. Like it's hard for me. So when it comes to health and fitness, I don't want to, I'm up here forcefully, honestly. So let me calm down. All right. So health and fitness is the most self-research studied type topic that I know. There's obviously other things that I find interest, psychology stuff, MBTI, all that stuff. But health and fitness is my most researched topic in my whole lifetime, from when I was a teenager, etc. And it's just been something that's always kind of interested me. I'm not some kind of fitness buff or teach fitness classes or, been in any competitions or anything like that. Because the problem with me is I struggle with keeping up with it. So as much knowledge as I have in my head, which the health and fitness world, it can get extremely confusing just because it's so intertwined with confusion and just all the mainstream stuff that it does. It's a big multi-billion-dollar industry, and a lot of it's based off confusion. So being able to see through a very thick forest, it's very important because when you come down to it, health and fitness is really basic. It's not as complicated as they say with all these crazy diets and fad stuff and all this, voodoo trickery that they're always talking about, and little waist shaking belts that, I don't know, I think I might need to buy one of those too, because my dad bod is like in full effect right now, and it's for me. Every body type, again, like I said, I'm not like a visibly large guy or anything like that. I look like I'm somewhat in shape, but this is for years and years of just dabbling in it, things like that. But I know internally to my own self, I'm not healthy. Like, I am very unhealthy. I've said it, I'm a type 1 diabetic, so I have to maintain my health just that much more than the standard person without any kind of underlying issues. Or else I just have all these random side effects that I keep getting year after year of my neglect and this and that. It's always on the side of my head to know that I need to do it, know it's good for me. But I've never been, ever, one of those people where like the physical act of going to the gym is not something that I know is a stress reliever. I'm not going to be one of those guys going to punch a bag, getting stress relief out of it. I've never been one of those people. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that go there and just to relieve some daily stress.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about.
James,
yeah,
but
thank you.
I'm, you know what? I think
that's not my thing. I'll run to addictions and all this other stuff, over physically going to punch a bag or something like that. So obviously after you do actually go into the world of, when you perform that workout or whatever it is, you feel accomplished and, oh man, I did that. Thinking like, but every time the urge of it is just, it's really hard for me to do. So it's funny because when I started YouTube, that kind of take the place of my little random working out. Like it would always be like, for my whole life, it's always been like every 6 months, I just, not really physically work out. I mean, I've been active at my jobs, and my jobs, I've typically been active and things like that to where I stay on my feet, especially this job right now. I'll get into that. But, so the, yeah, I'm all over the place. When I really have no idea what I was saying. There was oh, that's what I was saying. So that was a long pause. I'll cut this out. You guys won't see that cut, but that was like a minute of me trying to think what I was saying. So when I started YouTube, it was that basically took the place of so randomly going into those 6 months. So every 6 months, I'd go into this actual health and fitness type routine or whatever. And I'd do it for like a month, 2 months, things like that. And it was typically a 1, 2, 3 month thing. And when it comes to health and fitness, it's not doing it for like a week and then that's it. It's obviously, you want to adopt a healthy lifestyle, and that's just really the main goal. I'm not going to go into all that stuff in this channel or video or whatever, but that's the goal, to adopt that healthier lifestyle and not just play in it like once a week or once a month or something like that. But for me, it's just always been that way. Every 6 months I would go dabble. I would go, get back into, actual physically lifting weights and getting on a treadmill. And I hate running. Like I know there's a lot of people like Brett, one of the viewers on here. He's always putting on his little running maps and I can't stand long distance running. To me, it's just extremely boring. It's a personal thing for me, but yes, you can go run in different places and get out in nature and go see things with your thoughts. But for me, that's never been, I was always like a sprinter kind of person. But long distance running it's just a grueling, just chore, where it's like, when is this over? So I've never been a runner, with YouTube kind of taking over that kind of drive of me doing something else like work, family, things like this. And then I would, commonly inject health and fitness back in my life, because that's one of the things where I still view to this day, there's a lot of things that can take it away from you in this world. There's a lot of things where we get stepped on or overlooked and things like that. And just when it comes to work life, there's people passing you up, and just a lot of things with INFPs or just, anyone in general, that just get stepped on in our life. Health and fitness, you have control of that. We all have our little things and things like that. And it's like, if you're someone who's bedridden and you've had like all your legs and arms chopped off and you're going through cancer or something like that all at the same time, then yeah, you don't really have control of that. But generally, we all have, some kind of issue that sometimes we use as a crutch and things like that. I have my type 1 diabetes, but I don't use it as a crutch. I'm just lazy, like pure on straight lazy. Like right now, coming in, so my job, which fortunately in this time right now, I still have my job. I still haven't been out and about when it first kind of started. So my company's keeping me busy with, making online training material and training our employees and things like that. So I am staying busy at home. But again, they're gonna have to start getting us back out there in the field because I'm 100% travel. But since I've started YouTube, I think I only worked out physically, lifted weights and just done stuff of the physical nature of that sense, probably only 5 times in a year and a half. Because YouTube just took all my energy. That's what I wanted to do. That's one of the things it is. So it's I put my health aside, but that 100% travel job and just my job in general, I'm always on my feet. I'm always walking around. So that inherently created more of I was able to somehow stay in shape, just from that act of working. So being at home for the last couple months, again, everyone's situation is worse, and there's people losing their jobs, their lives, and all this stuff. I get it. But still, it doesn't make struggles that you've always had, things like that, make it any easier. And I need to really get my health in shape, especially now. You know, it's like boosting the whole immune system, which my immune system sucks in general, just with all this stuff. But it's like even more important now just to get that immune system that much tighter. So it doesn't matter just because a virus comes along. You should always somewhat keep your immune system ready for anything. But for me, like these last 2 months or however long it's been since I've kind of been home, I have no pressure on my plate. Like no one's pressuring me. It's weird because when I can perform very well when I'm pressured or when someone's depending on me. I can get things done and, do things. But when it's kind of just on me in this environment where I'm just like kind of reliant on myself to motivate myself, and I'm not in the, in the world of trying to take a wife or whatever it is, take a girlfriend. I'm not in the dating scene, so I have nothing to, I'm not in this period to where I have like some kind of motivational aspect. So like being in my house where no one's yelling at me, no one's forcing me to do things, I have become completely lazy. Like my health is so bad right now where physically looking at me, it might not look much different from 2 months ago. But like I am like lethargically tired come noon every day. I'm shoving my face full of chips, watching movies, putting off the yard work, not doing chores. But this is like the longest time I've ever been somewhat at home. I mean, I'm still working, like I said, but it's not the same. It's not the physical getting out there, being forced to go do whatever. So it's a little more slow paced when we're trying to figure everything out. But man, it's bad. But that's where this video comes into play is I need pressure. So I am basically laying this down. I figure, since I have braved the YouTube stage, and obviously since I can't trust myself because I keep, you need to go do this, you need to go do this. I figure if I just lay down and I've never done a 30-day challenge. For one, I don't like to put myself, I've done things for 30 days. I've done health and fitness things for 30 days at times and things like that, but it's not like I because I hate goal setting because it's like, and this is another huge thing where I don't want to do this video in a sense because I'm putting myself in this contained box of like, and even after you guys watch this video, a lot of people don't care less, whatever. Oh, well, good luck to him. And then you guys go on with your life and that's just totally, that's how it works. But for me, I'll have it in the back of my head to where I need a drastic measure. Like I cannot trust myself. So I need to put it out there and just say, hey, I'm going to apply everything I have in my head over time. And for the next 30 days, which again, 30 days is a good time range. That's how you can adapt habits and things like that at 30 days. But really, and so it's not to say that I'm going to continue a healthy lifestyle, which it's not good to say never or not do it. But just knowing myself, I don't know, I'm self-defeating myself right now. So I'll leave this part in just because it shows self-defeat. So like I'm gonna obviously hope for going more longer term than 30 days, but at least 30 days if I give it everything I got. There's some things with diabetes that I can't just every single day work out for 10 hours a day, so it's not gonna be some drastic change. But it will be a nice thing to see on camera from like now and 30 days. I'm not gonna have like my new videos week to week or whatever. They're not gonna be my progress report and all this. I'm not gonna turn this into a health show. I'm just gonna do this and use this 30-day challenge that, hey, even if it's 5 people that watch this video, it's still me voicing it out, saying I'm gonna do something, and that inherently puts pressure on me to do something. Which I'm more apt to do when I'm pushed against a corner to, whatever it is, just accomplish something. And I'm like super tired. Like it's getting bad. So I just need to tighten everything up, like all this stuff. And for my level of where I'm comfortable at and this and that, I need to tighten it all back up. But most importantly, just get my internal, just get everything cleansed out and just detox from all the crap that I've been putting in myself. I've been eating some massive junk food and it's bad. Working out and stuff it gets boring to me so quick. Yes, it's one of those things, well, you need to keep it interesting and always mix it up and things like that. But there is a lot of so much you can do. And so for me, I get super just bored. And that's a lot where it is. I don't know. I gotta do it. So I don't know how helpful this was, but at least, you know, you guys can have this thing in your head like, oh, let's see this guy fail. People like to see people fail. So that's another driving force where I don't like to fail when other people are watching. It just gives me that fire. I don't know. I do stuff under pressure. All right. I'll let you guys go. I don't know the point of this video except for 30-day challenge time. But all right, see you guys later.